Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is gonna be, trying to decide what I want to call this. We're gonna I'm not sure if this is gonna be a Foundation Friday video or a hot or not video. But anyways, this is a video on the Col-lab Radiant Foundation. This is in Porcelain 01. I also have the matching concealer that I used as well for this look. If you want to see how I got this eye look, comment down below and I will film a tutorial on it. Because I actually really like this. I think it's a very fall, wintry look. It's very warm toned and it really brightens my green hazel eyes. So this foundation is usually $15. I have the matte one as well. That was our Foundation Friday video for this last week. I tested it the day before on Thanksgiving. Late Thanksgiving if you celebrate. Comment down below and let me know what you did for Thanksgiving and what you're thankful for. I'm definitely thankful for my family and my husband Brian. And probably my animals too. And food. Food is life. But anyways, so each foundation is $4.99. And if you have the Sally's Beauty Club card, it's $14.29. They had a sale where it was buy one makeup product, get one free. So I got both of mine for $15. I also bought both of their concealers. They have a stick concealer too. I haven't tried that one yet. But I might pick that up to see if it brightens my under eye. Because right now I have to use their concealer with a foundation mixer. Because it's not brightening or whatever. So if you guys want to see my review. I think I'm just going to call this a review. I'm not sure yet. If you want to see my review on the Col-lab Radiant Foundation. Just keep watching. Okay guys, so I've already moisturized and primed. The primer I'm using today is the L'Oreal Magic Perfecting Base. It really helps to fill everything in. Really liking it. So today, my last video was on the matte version of this foundation, or the matte foundation by Col-lab. This is the Col-lab Bright Sparks Radiant Foundation. This is in Porcelain 01. I will also be using their No Flaws Liquid Concealer. I also have the Peach Corrector, the No Flaws Under Eye Corrector, or Under Eye Concealer in Light Peach. I really like their packaging. It's really nice. So the only problem I found so far is that this concealer is in their lightest shade, Porcelain. But the problem is it matches perfectly to their porcelain shade foundations and it's not brightening. So I do add a little bit of white base of the liquid foundation. This is the LA Girl Pro Coverage Long Wear Illuminating Foundation, and this is in the shade white, obviously. So I mix in a little of this to brighten up this concealer, and it works really well, lasts all day. So obviously we will be doing a wear test. We're going to do half of our face with a sponge, half with a brush. I will link my other video so you guys can see it. So for the brush side, I will be using the Morphe Y6, and for sponges I use a few from the Shani set of 10 collection. I think we're gonna use this one today though. So I'm just gonna do this. Does have a pump. It's a really nice glass bottle, which I happen to really like. The pumper, it kind of isn't the best, but it is okay. I am going to go ahead and spot conceal today. This is supposed to be a medium buildable coverage. So we're gonna see. As you can see, I have a giant pimple on my chin. Then we have one on my forehead. Got one right there. One in the hairline. And one on the cheek. I don't think I have any more. Okay, so we have those few pimples. I'm just gonna tap these out with a sponge. Okay, so now pimples. I'm just gonna tap these out with a sponge. Okay, so now we're gonna use the sponge to apply the foundation. So this one, more than likely, I will probably have to set, because I even had to set the matte one, like it did not dry down. So far the only problem I have with these foundations, or this brand in general, one, these foundations are $15 each. I got mine while they were doing a buy one get one sale at Sally's Beauty, so I got both for $15, which I think is a good price at drugstore. So it's still a drugstore, but it is higher end, and the pump does not dispense, I think, enough. Like, its pumps of the product are kind of small, but this doesn't really have a scent or anything, so that's good. And I'm usually not big on luminous radiant foundations, but this one isn't bad. So I put out 3 pumps. I'd probably say for like a normal pump, like I'm going to show you guys a pump of this. This is a pump of foundation. I would say that you have to use probably more pump-wise than you do for most foundations. I feel like the pump size isn't as big as most foundations. Probably half the size, I'd say. So as you can see, it is pretty radiant, which isn't bad. Like, it doesn't look oily. It looks healthy, I'd say. And it is looking pretty natural. Okay, so I'm gonna bring my mirror closer. Okay. So it's not bad with the sponge. I feel like I'm not getting a lot of coverage though. Like, I'd probably say this is medium. I'm gonna go ahead and cover my nose in foundation like I always do. So something good about this concealer is, one, it is, I wouldn't say high coverage, like full coverage, but it is definitely medium coverage, and it does build very nicely on itself. So now I'm just blending this out. Okay, so now I am going to use the sponge to apply to the other side, just to dot it on, and then I'll use the brush to blend it. By the way, you get the standard fluid ounce with these. I really do like the packaging though. Like, the presentation was really nice. Okay, so again, I'm going in with the Y6 from Morphe. Okay. Okay. Wow, this one actually dried down better than the matte one. It's still kind of like tacky, but it's actually super nice, so. Okay. Okay, so now I'm just gonna dab a little bit of this corrector. And then now I'm going to move my sponge. And I'm gonna just do like half a squeeze, like one little drop. This is a slightly more liquidy foundation mixer, but it's not like super bad. So again, I'm using the No Flaws liquid concealer. Make sure it kind of really pump it out, and then just so I just like mix a little bit of it. Leave that there. And then I have noticed that this does, oh my no, that it does make the concealer a little more like, not fluid, but more like liquidy. So there is that, but overall it doesn't really change the consistency of the concealer or take away any coverage, even though the foundation mixer I used is a illuminating or radiant mixer. It didn't do anything with this. I believe this is supposed to be a matte finish as well, so I'm just gonna use the other end for my concealer. Okay. I do think I'm gonna set this one just like lightly all over my face and bake under my eyes, but I will finish the rest of my makeup and then I'll be back to talk to you. Okay guys, so I went ahead and finished the rest of my makeup. This is the final look that I came up with. I actually really like the eye look. It's very warm and pretty. I really like it. This lip color is pretty decent. It looks a lot more pink in person, but on camera it's more like mauve-y. It's the Revlon liquid lipstick. It's in a previous video. Just look through them. I think it was a first impressions video. I'm not quite sure on that. But so far I'm really liking it. We're gonna call the check-in time 8 o'clock. So I've had this foundation on for about 2 hours. I had to go do my mom's dogs, so that's why I had to stop filming for a while and all that. That's why it's so late now. But we're gonna go and call the check-in time 8 a.m. It is now 10 o'clock. It doesn't seem to be caking up anywhere. I did set my face with like a light setting powder. Like it wasn't, I baked under my eyes like I always do, and then the rest I just kind of left. As you can see, my contour and that, it all blended out really nicely. I don't really have anything bad to say, but I don't know if I would call this a radiant foundation. it just didn't really like be luminous, if that makes sense. But then again, I did use a matte primer, so maybe that's it. I'm probably gonna try it with a different primer and see, because like I said, I'm not noticing any luminosity. The only luminous I have is where my highlight is, and even then I kind of went light-handed on that as well. My pimple right here is coming out. You can see texture on my face. Obviously, I have a few like bumps up here and another pimple there, and that pimple you can't see at all, or those bumps. So it looks decent. Like, you can definitely see texture. Like, I have a bump here, a huge zit right there. Ow. But it looks nice. It's just, and the matte one did not dry down at all. Like, it wasn't matte either, at least on my skin type, which I would probably say my skin type is combination. Like, I get decently oily, or no, it's normal, and then I have large pores, I guess. Ow. But you can see texture. I don't know if I'd call this one for coverage either, but the matte one didn't dry down matte, and this one doesn't seem to have a luminous finish. Like, without anything on top of it, it looks kind of luminous, but now that like it's set and everything, it doesn't. This pimple. But I will update you guys. I'll probably check in around 1 o'clock, so in 3 more hours. That'll be like our halfway point, and then after that I'll check in at the end of the night as well. So far I like it, but I don't see the luminosity to it, or the radiance I should say. So yeah, I like it. I really like how this one looks as well. Like, it's really nice, and it matches my skin tone very well. I really like their paler shades. Like, they have a good match for me, so I really like that. The concealer looks good. I don't know, for some reason with me, maybe it's because I'm mixing it, but there's like no coverage. Like, you can see my bags. Like, I don't have darkness right now, but you can see like the bags and stuff. So I don't know if that foundation mixer shears it out or what. It's supposed to be a full coverage one, so we'll see. But that's it for now. See you guys when I check in. Hi guys, welcome back. So it has been on for about 5 hours just about. It is 12:39. Our check-in time was 8 a.m. So at 1 it'll be on for 5 hours. So let's see the damage. So it is wearing away a little bit on my pimple, but that's probably due to the fact that I've been like picking this pimple a lot. Gonna bring our mirror closer. To be honest, you can't even really tell that I'm wearing much makeup. So it broke down a little around that pimple. It's breaking down around the center of my forehead, and it's starting to fade away around my nose, which is pretty normal for me anyways, because I tend to touch my nose a lot. I think this is not a full coverage foundation. I think this is a very natural looking foundation. Like, you can't even really tell I have makeup on, excluding my eyes. Like, it's a very natural look. If you're into that, then I definitely recommend this, but I still don't think it's luminous or radiant or anything like that. So if you are looking for a super radiant luminous foundation, I don't think this is it. But I do really like how it looks. It does show a lot of texture though. Like, you can see everything. I have little bumps on my nose and you can really see them. So I will see you guys at the next check-in. Right now I'm kind of in between because it's it's lasting. I've been laying on my face all day and it's not going away or anything. But at the same time, it's not amazing. I really like the matte one though. So we'll see. So I will see you guys in my next check-in at the end of the night. Bye. Hi guys, welcome back. So it is 6:30. So the foundation has been on for 10.5 hours because our check-in time was 8 a.m. As you can see, it has completely worn away, mostly around my face. There's a little under my eyes. My contour and stuff is still there, but the actual foundation has worn off. So I would say this has about maybe, I lost my glasses, a 7-hour wear time, 7-8 hours, which is pretty good if it's a radiant foundation. I would recommend this if you have super dry skin. I didn't find that it clung to any of my dry patches or anything really. It did cling to texture though. The concealer really covered up my pimples for the most part until I started picking this one. But the one right there, you can't really see it anymore. It's covered. So I would recommend this foundation. I hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.